Hello, Eternal Life fans. It's Rowan here, and I wanted to just talk about a quote of Jesus that really inspires me and hopefully can inspire you guys. The quote is, "Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you." I heard that quote a long time ago, and it always just kind of resonated with me that the goal of this world it should not be to care about what other people think about you. And I think this is a strategy and a tactic of Satan. I think Satan wants us to really concern ourselves with the opinion of other people and to, fall for that peer pressure and try to just fit into some group or whatever of people. But this quote, what it tells me is that it's not about if everyone is speaking well of you, okay, if everyone just loves you and is like showering you with praise, and you're very a popular person, right? The world is like a lot of people in this world treat it as though it's like a popularity contest. They're trying to be very popular and well liked amongst their peers and everything. Jesus here is saying, like, if you're so well liked, if everyone likes you and they're all just showering you with praise and everything, then woe unto you. Like, you're doing something wrong. Actually, that's a sign that your whole life, your message isn't right. Okay, because like Jesus, he was into we're supposed to be following Jesus. If you're a Jesus follower, like a true follower of Jesus is going to follow Jesus, even if that means people are going to hate you for it, even if they're going to speak horribly about you and mock you and everything like that. That's actually a good sign. It's if everyone just loves you and everything, that's like a bad sign that you're actually not being a true follower of Jesus. So you might want to, look at your life from that perspective. If you're actually trying to model your life after Jesus and what Jesus talked about, then you're not going to be friends with everyone. You're going to be attacked. You're not going to be this super well liked, super popular person, and you shouldn't expect that. You shouldn't go for that. That should not be your goal. And when you think about it from an eternal life perspective, why would you care so much about what other people think about you when it's really God? It's God you need to be concerned about. Because if God has the power to help you live forever, are other people going to give you eternal life? No. You got to be concerned with what God thinks about you. Try to be well liked by God. That's what it's about. And this world is sick. This world is sick, and people will try to. They will try to, if they see you like trying to follow Jesus, they're probably gonna try to tear you down. They're probably gonna try to suck you into their pit of grossness. Right? There's just gross things out there. There's gross people. There's a gross. There's a lot of degenerates, right? Degenerate stuff. I've talked a lot about on my channel about degenerate stuff. Well, what's Jesus? Jesus is against all this degenerate stuff. And if people see you trying to have that purity in your life, and even things like I've talked about, that I'm saving myself until marriage, and even that, when I did that, when I came out as a virgin on my YouTube channel and talked about that, right? I was mocked for that. Like, there was people in the comments, and even people made videos against that. And what I'm saying here is, like, Jesus, the quote of Jesus here, "Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you," that is like, that should give us comfort, that we shouldn't expect to be liked by everyone. In fact, we should expect to be hated. We should expect to be mocked. And if we're not being mocked, if we're not being ridiculed in some way, then maybe that's a sign that we're not doing things right. We're not even being true followers of Jesus, you know? And yeah. Yeah. You know, the world. The world wants to suck you in into this popularity contest, and don't fall for that. Try to be popular with God. That's what matters. That's it for this video. You know, there's a lot of sin out there, and they'll try to make sin look cool, and they'll try to drag you down. See, because the reason people do this is because they themselves, if they're being sinful, if they have this really gross lifestyle, right? Then they might try to they'll want to normalize what they're doing. They'll want to justify what they're doing, and so they'll try to tear you down and try to mock what you're doing as a way to justify themselves, so they feel that they're not gross, right? They want to make you seem weird, and like they want to ridicule and mock you. You get the idea. A lot of it is them trying to protect their own egos and their own whatever it is. It's well, in its core, in its essence, it's they're not follow if they're not following God, if they're not trying to be obedient to God, it's they don't want to be obedient. They want to reject God, and they want to just live however they want. I'm probably not explaining this well right now. That's about it. That's all I want to say. Just follow God. That's what's going to help you get eternal life. Okay? Like, read the Bible, the message of Jesus, it's right there, you know. And you don't even need a pastor or anyone to tell you the message of Jesus. Just read it for yourself. It's right there in the Bible. And you shouldn't trust what a pastor says, because all these people are going to be twisting everything. Just do it for yourself. Look at what Jesus is really saying, the core message of it. Okay? That's about it. Thank you. And may you live forever.